Everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. So I asked on one of my last videos if you guys would be interested in me doing a maternity kind of style tips video, and I decided sorry, I feel a bit sick. I decided I'm going to separate it into two, and I'm going to do one where I show you a few outfit combinations separately, but in this one I'm just going to talk to you about kind of my views on the matter and a few tips and tricks that I found, because I tend to think sometimes with outfits it's like everyone's taste isn't necessarily the same and you don't want to buy the same items, and maybe you just want to work with what you have and different things like that. So I thought it would be quite interesting to just chat about it like this for you. So has my style changed a lot since getting pregnant? The short answer to that is no. And that is something that I do think comes into the equation. If you're somebody who wears, for example, if you're somebody who wears high-waisted jeans with a top tucked in and that's your go-to look, you're not going to be able to do that when you're quite pregnant, because it just doesn't look the same, and you have to kind of adapt your look around that. I'm quite lucky in a sense, I suppose, of my day-to-day style isn't like that. I'm not a jeans lover at all. I'm not really a jeans wearer. I don't think they're particularly flattering on me, and I really don't think they're very comfortable on me either. So that's that. The time of year I think does make a difference as well. I do think winter dressing when you're pregnant is a lot easier than summer dressing would necessarily be. I think in the summer you're better off just sticking to like maxi dresses and just nice comfy dresses. But I'm very much a believer in dresses anyway. I think dresses are such an easy piece to style, and if you find the right one, I think dresses are so flattering on so many of us as well, and I know that on me dresses are definitely the most flattering thing. So that's something to bear in mind. I haven't spent loads of money on buying loads of new maternity items either. I did buy 2 pairs of maternity jeans. I bought some of those over the bump ones and some under the bump ones to try, and I don't particularly like either of them. I find maternity jeans really uncomfortable, if I'm honest. I don't think they stay up very easily. I've also found the same thing with maternity tights. They don't stay up very easily, which is annoying, and tights are something that I wear tights loads. So that's kind of been challenging a little bit. I have worn the maternity jeans sometimes, but I just don't know. I just don't really like them. I don't think they're very comfortable at all. And like I said, I tried 2 different styles as well to see if kind of maybe that was the issue, and it just, I'm just not particularly a fan personally. Then in terms of things like jumpers and that kind of thing, again, if you're somebody who wears like very cropped items, for example, you are going to have to reevaluate the things that you're picking, because you can't really wear a cropped jumper with your bump kind of hanging out in between. Or you could wear a vest up underneath and tuck it in, I suppose, if you wanted to, but it's not the most comfortable, and I think the proportions sometimes can look a bit weird. So that is something to bear in mind. That's not something that I would traditionally tend to wear anyway, is the thing. So I think that's why my style's kind of fairly well suited. And I've not had to buy loads of different clothes. So I like things loose. I don't mind things a bit baggy. I like things kind of nipped in at the waist and then go out. I don't like things tight on my stomach anyway. But what I have done is, since being pregnant, is I think it's the only time where once you have got a proper bump, you can have things be tight on your stomach and it actually looks nice. So like bodycon dresses, for example, I would not be confident enough to wear on a day-to-day basis ordinarily. But since I've been pregnant, I have worn a few of them because I did feel like it kind of did work for me and it was okay. So that's quite an interesting kind of development style-wise. I think it's also important to try and still keep a certain sense of style. So don't just like give up completely and just live in like leggings and joggers. I know the temptation with leggings, because leggings are comfy, but they are not something that kind of makes you look smart or put together, and they are a little bit more of a scruffy item. They do have a place in my wardrobe. I do wear leggings, don't get me wrong. I sort of wish that I didn't, because I do think they are problematic in that sort of sense. I will always only wear them with like a long jumper though. I don't like leggings as trousers because they're not. But I think that dresses, Empire line things, kind of smocks, that kind of thing, tend to work really, really well. A few places I've actually shopped a lot at, maternity wise, have been H&M and New Look. New Look have got really, really good, did I say plus size? I meant maternity. Ranges. And they have got, in New Look in particular, they do this particular fabric that they use for a lot of their dresses that's really, really soft, and that was something that I did find that I particularly liked, in that I don't like things that are kind of scratchy and uncomfortable, and I'm even more sensitive to it. So I've definitely enjoyed wearing a lot of the dresses that they have in that range. I think they're really, really lovely, really flattering cuts, and just kind of like embracing a little bit of a different style, where you're not able to be as kind of office smart trousers dressed up kind of thing. You have to just go down a slightly different route and have things that are a bit stretchy. And like I said, I've bought a few dresses from there that were maternity actually, but I did also make a conscious effort to buy ones that I knew that I could wear afterwards. I'm not fussed if it's maternity. It's just like a kind of a dress. It wasn't, you know, like any particular shape or anything. It just happened to be from that range, and they were in the sale. And I've still been buying the same size clothes pretty much that I was before. You can just size up in your normal clothes. That works really well as well. And do things like, you know, wear things like a sort of V-neck and that kind of thing that still make you feel a little bit nice, even though your body is changing. And like, you know, my tits are massive now. They weren't tiny before, but they're humongous now. One thing I will say about bras, I have been wearing underwired bras because I just cannot comprehend wearing not underwired bras. I like the support. So that's entirely up to you. It's recommended that you don't, because a lot of people don't find it comfortable. I don't mind, it doesn't bother me. So that is what that is. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything. But like I said, I'll do a video showing you sort of a few different items and a few different looks. And I do still like accessorise differently, do my hair, do my makeup, wear different shoes, that kind of thing. Obviously it's winter, so I'm predominantly wearing boots. What did you wear going home from the hospital? I'd like to know that. I'm interested in that. Kind of, did you just buy like a really comfy sort of like jogger set kind of thing? I don't have anything like that. That's one that I would wear sort of out. And I saw one on Boohoo that was just a black one that I thought looked alright, and I was like, oh, if I wore that with just some Converse or something, I might be okay. Maybe. I don't know. Or did you just like wear leggings and a jumper? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and let me know if you've got any questions or how you found dressing when you were pregnant, and I'll see you soon. Bye.